Phew, what's up everybody and
Happy New Year.
yeah, I know this might be probably real late for New Year, but I kinda have a bit of a project on your mind. Chris? What exactly are you supposed to be? Oh, I've been trying out the new Google Gemini AI, but kinda seems more stricter.
Though when it comes to the updates, you didn't pay for it, did you? No.
I've only been using the free
Version. Good. Because
trust me, the AI is not
precisely your friend in art. Believe me, I have met some guys that use AI as their art thing, but it didn't turn out in their favor. Basically, the AI messes up the face a lot. Yeah, you're not wrong, Gabo. Honestly, I've been trying to find some good art making stuff myself. Because I know artists like you guys. Hey, honesty is the best policy. Ain't it, Davi? I guess you're still trained as Sun Wukong, right?
Yeah, I've been
working on my alternatives for Spinel. Yeah, for right now I don't know where Nick went. Yeah, speaking of Nick, I wonder how he's doing.
Himuro. So, would you maybe wanna go on a date?
You never needed to ask. The answer was always yes.
Yeah, come figure it out. No one's getting to past a lot, but I got put me in the mix here. What's up, Diego?
I take it you and Phil are still not getting along? Well, not precisely.
Anyway, what's this shindig about, huh? Well, actually I thought try out another top 10. Top 10, huh?
What would that be about? Well, it's Elden Ring's DLC bosses.
Wait, a top 10
fail game bosses? Didn't your last top 10 game boss didn't end well? I mean, it doesn't hurt to try another shot. Well, might as well up for it. Or you can certainly give this top 10 entail a spin. Get it? Spin.
Well, here we are, guys. The top 10 show the Erdtree bosses. Number 10. So, what do you get
when you have
a centipede mixed together with a butterfly and a princess that happens to be an agile warrior? And imbue this new princess with scarlet what? Well, you get Wilmina. Now, I kind of like to explain because for some reason that centipede has a scorpion for a tail. But she not only strikes twice with her centipedes and that scorpion tail of hers, but she can also imbue her butterflies with scarlet rot that's set and to cause lots of health drain over time. Consider to her Imperial counterpart Melania, who turns her scarlet flower into a nuclear bomb that's said to give everyone little brain damage. But while Melania uses her flower bomb as her main source of power, Wilmina uses butterflies for miniature scarlet bombs. So, ask yourselves this. What's the difference between Wilmina's and Melania's butterflies?
I don't know about you, but
somehow Wilmina's butterflies are more potent. Okay, number 9. It's the Putrescent Knight.
Right.
Essentially the underworldly slender counterpart
of the Tree Sentinel.
Oh, with his liquid horse that charges at you just while the skeleton man decides to do a spinning attack and using his own blade as a boomerang. That is one quick. That might make even Slender Man wonder how that skeletal figure can use that gigantic sword as a boomerang while also riding on a horse.
That is crazy, I can tell you that. An ultimate and it covers bomb. Oh, and a big old blob that spits out blue fire.
Yeah, that's essentially his trademark. For unlike the blue flames of Azuras or Winakuras, its blue flames are actually
more of the ghost flame,
which essentially inflicts
cold instead of fire.
Basically is
both a fire with ice. Now for number 8.
Now don't be fooled by this widowed sunflower appearance. That here is actually the Erdtree avatar. The gigantic sunflower that is literally darkened by a shadow. Well, that can sprout out thorns that can actually bleed you. Worse, to make matters worse, that sunflower can regenerate its at least 2 times, essentially making it a very first 3-round fight. But the difference is, if we fall even once, that flower wins. It's essentially making the Erdtree and turn it to a sunflower. Given powerful holy abilities, that can make even the Erdtree avatars jealous, especially when it does its own holy nova. Of course, like Godzilla of -1, it too needs to regenerate after using its nova, which can be activated up to 3 times
in one go before exhaustion.
Which is quite ironic enough, considering that it requires an immense amount of energy in order to make a blast that is about the size of a gigantic spear. Jeez Louise.
I don't think that's one sunflower anybody would want to pick out in this here forest. Number 7.
So, Chris, what would you tell me about this monster here? Well, you must first answer this. What do you get when you take
A lion?
you give its back and head multiple goat-like horns, make it so it has human-like appendages,
Is lion claws?
and, well, make it so ferocious that makes even normal lions
Like Simba, one for his money. So that is essentially a human lion hybrid?
well, not precisely. More like the dancing lion beast.
The dancing lion beast? Yeah, that's what it's named.
And I'll say it again. The dancing lion beast. Oh, I'm guessing you weren't kidding about that beast. That lion beast is certainly one of those few mortals will ever want to mess with. Especially when to blow out smoke. Oh, that might seem to be potent enough to blow you away. Like agile acrobatics and jaws that can somehow open wider than even a triceratops. Not to mention, it has the ability to conjure storms, lightning, blizzards, even wind.
Sheesh, all of that for one beast?
Yeah, Dobby. Basically, it's a lion that commands the storms, through acrobatic dancing. It's enough to give anyone a headache. And I was the one who fought that gigantic lion.
Well, I know that's you, but
We definitely don't.
I'll end up being lion food. Number 6. A spider?
Is that meant to insult me?
No. No, Gobble,
That's not a spider.
far from it.
That here is actually meteor.
You're the mother of fingers. Wait. Wait.
How exactly can he give birth?
Two fingers.
Oh, well, not like...
You know,
He's actually the creator
of the finger creepers.
as well as the 2 and 3 fingers. Yes, but... Hey, this mother of fingers is known to...
Give fingers a meaning. In a brutal...
So in the most painful way possible. Not only can... And her finger legs...
Let's pull anyone that's standing on a side too long.
But she can hop from one side to another, keeping her distance, while her main finger face fires a beam as a general beam, that can easily disintegrate anyone in his path. You might consider fortunate
And they
weren't there when facing that thing, because that mother of fingers is brutal with a capital B.
Yeah, I can easily imagine.
And that
Finger really is a
he is a monster.
like literally a monster. Yeah, I had to have Mimitir to help me out. Doesn't your Mimitir supposed to make it quote unquote easy?
To some, yes.
But that depends on how you make your own build, as the Mimitir just copies your build. You know, your weapons, armor, and your talismans.
But anyway, when a boss, the Erdtree bosses like Meteor
Are no pushovers.
as I can tell you that much. She has the ability to summon fingers
For her, well, I guess you can call her stomach
use what appears to be gravitational
magic.
and to brutalize anybody.
I mean, against his path.
Even make some magic
Mines.
mines that explode.
Well, those are lots of ways of putting it.
Now let's get
I hear quick before you end up being pulverized by those fingers.
number 5.
Who's the pig? Are you talking to me?
Uh-oh, they called him a pig.
Are you talking to me?
Shouldn't have done that.
Are you talking to me?
Now they're in for it.
They call me Mr. Pig! Ah!
Yeah, not gonna lie. That does fit Pumbaa well. Not concerning that guy is as mouth as a warthog. It's kind of like similar to how the Erdtree's counterparts, the Tree Sentinels, those riding on their horses, is covered in golden armor. But unlike the Sentinels, Commander Gaius and his new warthog not only has empowered gravity that can thrust his powerful thrusting sword or so hard they might end up having a serious puncture wound for weeks. Not to mention empowered with gravity, that can cause an earthquake. It's almost like Pumbaa had somebody decided to put steroids in some of Pumbaa's insects, as in theater that hasn't grown to us. That's about the size of a couple great bowls. Actually, they kind of took it after me.
Wait, Pumbaa? You were there? You actually know about this?
Yeah, for someone wanted to hire me, so you need a new mount. So they kind of picked me as a warthog.
Huh, go figure. You know how actually surprised Pumbaa? Just hardly anybody would take you. Especially when it came to your bomb.
What the? I love the smell of Pumbaa in the morning.
Yeah, I'm luckily, those actors were having their gas masks on, and they said they'll allow me to release my tooth whenever it's time. Oh, speaking of, these two slimy insects are giving me a rumbly in the tummy. Be right back.
Pumbaa, I don't think that's a bathroom.
Wait, Pumbaa, no!
You don't want to go out there.
Noted. I think we should move on to the next one.
Number 4.
Okay, so what cares about this joint? Why is it so dark?
Okay, I might have stand corrected. What was that? Yeah, I wasn't sure what happened beforehand, but that might be far too gruesome.
For those who couldn't handle it.
But that alone should be enough, because that sword-like flamehead is more than enough to give anybody
Like a scare.
especially with his spine-like sword. So,
Diego/Blitz
this here
is Midra, the Lord of Frenzied Flame.
The Lord of Frenzy Flame is a maddening flame of madness and pain named to every resident in the lands between Green and the Land of Shadow. He is essentially
The Sauron of madness.
and he can guarantee
That anyone caught in his fiery explosion
will end up being all painfully mad.
and literally
With his powerful eyeball that can shoot out maddening fire beams, his barbed sword that can spout out fire if it wants, and possibly these spike barbs. Similar to how the Warhammer does his job. And if his barbs doesn't get you,
there's also the power of his frenzy madness.
which will cause you to be mad in pain just before he kills you. That is
Obviously frightening. And considering how powerful this guy is.
Okay, enough talking about this guy. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Because honestly, we prefer not to get all mad and in pain.
Number 3.
Okay, this corridor seemed pretty creepy. We've been through creepier places before, so I'm pretty sure this is no big deal. Drake. Mongrel?
Wait, what? Is that a snake?
That tarnished, it seemeth.
Not really, but what was your first clue?
Lordship sanction in one so bereft of life. Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Oh yeah? Just how you gonna do that, you big flaming torch wannabe?
In the embrace of Nesmus flame.
Okay, I might have stand corrected there. Yeah, fellas, that's Mesmer the Impaler. The very man responsible for incinerating the Hornsent and causing the immense hatred against of the Hornsent against those who side with the Erdtree in Queen America.
So, how is his fire different from any others? It's almost like he has hellfire.
Well, that's basically Mesmer flame. I mean, basically heavy fire. Though not exactly hellfire. Oh, really? Because Mesmer's flame does look like it has hellfire.
At first, maybe.
But Mesmer,
Also has the ability to summon serpents to aid him.
for chomping and grabbing his foes, and possibly for his use of his own Mesmer flame bomb.
He's essentially the
Lord, I'll make
even the Lord of Frenzy Flame.
he one for his money.
For Mesmer has a lot of serpents that'll make any man jealous.
Well, Wycard jealous.
And Lycon's basically so old. He's so old who somehow merged with an anaconda. This guy can literally use snakes and fire and a heavy fire to burn anybody, even the ones immune to fire, to smithereens. That's pretty messed up if you ask me.
I mean, you're not wrong, Chris, but that makes even Jafar scared of Mesmer. Well, it's from software. Well, it's supposed to be made scary looking.
America, a curse upon thee.
Number 2.
Curse you, Baal! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being. Yeah!
I'm sorry about that. I was a bit agitated by what Andreas did. So, who was second on that list of yours? Well, glad you asked, cause that belongs to the one and only Baal the Dread.
Said to be the biggest and baddest dragon in all the Land of Shadow.
No, despite having his light wing and being remade as a spear,
And a flame and lightning
mixed in, and
fierce ferocity.
and having a lack of a peg leg in place of his, well, ruined leg. Because, well, he
had confronted his own.
how I put this?
He might have confronted
Did Pseudosax about the hypocrisies of being absolutely prideful. Well, considering dragons are often prideful, you might ask Spiral about that. Or even Smog.
But Baal
Takes pride and tyranny into a whole new level.
not only is that guy capable of using magma, but he's also able to grow his own wings
In place of his
broken wings, so he can use his said broken wings as his weapons.
That's like giving a Kainu who
Only has magma abilities and give it fire, give it dragon blood, as well as red lightning. Wait, that's crazy talk. Dragons cannot.
simply mix fire and lightning together? Or can they? I know
You might want to talk to Baal about that, because he's able to do that himself.
even Smaug saw it.
A mix of fire and lightning. That's more than enough to give you Pseudosax.
The one for his money. Maybe figure Kaido might have got him as a pet. It might not even be an animal kingdom anymore.
It'll just be the Dragon Kingdom,
With Baal
and Kaido on top. That is,
if Baal's ambitions of tyranny doesn't get in Kaido's way. Because even if you manage to defeat him and take his heart,
if you consume it, and you'll one day become the new Baal.
that's essentially the Fatalis method.
When one Fatalis is gone,
Another might take his place.
same will be for Bale.
I don't know about you, but any mortal trying to eat his heart might not last a day. Hey, much less a minute.
And finally, at number 1.
Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
Yup. If you happen to find Radon's body,
And so, all his corpse was
given Moke's
DNA,
essentially,
you might get what Don.
who was both reborn and renewed.
That is right, folks. Flawless Consort with Don is number 1 on this list. Now,
In my comments are saying that Radon was previously the toughest of all bosses.
is what
Where you fought the previous incarnation, and he was more or less easy. This Radon
faced him has been taking
more gymnastic
lessons after his failure.
and pretty much Mikla gave him more agile abilities with a touch of Mox's blood flame on one of his swords. That is nuts,
If you ask me.
but should you deal enough damage to him,
You might want to guess who's coming out in the shadows. Chris? You might tell me why this Wadon guy is glowing red? I kind of thought that was Morg at first, but turns out that was Wadon's soul coming back from his body. Hold those who haven't played yet and didn't mind the spoilers, here's an answer for you.
Lord Brother. At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola, and my promised consort, Radon.
Yup, fellas. Mikla is the one who was pulling all the strings. Man, I'm actually quite amazed how that one kid is able to use those people to get to that Wadon fella.
well, yeah, that's basically his goal.
I mean, he kinda did make a vow that he wants to try to make the world a gentler place. Iceberg said that Mikla is a monster using kindness. I mean, ironically, he's not wrong. Mikla did indeed want to try to make the world a gentler place. But that was maybe because of America's hypocrisy. And Radagon's hypocrisy. But whatever the case, Mikla did ensure that Wadon is no pushover. He still has his Foul Strike style common attack that if you're blind enough like me, you'll end up getting clobbered in an instant.
That said, Mikla does give Radon
On immense light attacks, as that came in forms of pillars whenever he does various slashes.
his own light style foul strikes
Comet Strike
and also
use the after images
that seem to belong onto a known anime known as Kill la Kill.
oh, with a mix of Dragon Ball Z in the mix. As I said,
Radon is
now no pushover. His new consort form can
now clobber
almost anybody in an instant.
and if he does grab you twice,
It'll insta-kill you, but at least you'll get a sweet gesture.
but at least you'll get a sweet gesture from that. But my point is
Radon on now the console of Mikola is the most
brutal boss
of all the Erdtree bosses.
is capable of using
Light prowess,
his still powerful gravity swords, graceful acrobatics,
and the powers of Mikola that is bestowed in light.
like that'll make even
Radagon jealous. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was quite an adventure. First seems you might have gotten some sputtering, but you handle it okay. And I'm sorry again about that part, and I was still pretty mad about what Dravis did to Stolas. It's no biggie, I know. Honestly, I've been trying to find a good meme for you guys to try out. Well, at least one of you. I would have gone for Satan, but he has only been on keeping even the underworld at bay. Hey, with the rules and all. True, but I doubt even Satan would want to have Baal as a vessel. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this top 10, be sure to leave a like, and we shall see you the next time. Take care and stay safe, everybody.